for sure. This is madness.
Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke. Also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So it really has been ages since I opened up a Star Wars figure. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I did go a bit top heavy on Doctor Who last month, but it was the 60th anniversary, you know. So, you know, if you can't go over the top with Doctor Who during the 60th anniversary, when can you? So, yeah, I've watched the two specials in relation to Doctor Who. Looking back, there's not really much special about them, if I'm honest, but we'll see what happens on Saturday. Again, I've been avoiding spoilers, and again, I'll be doing a review on that episode, The Giggle. But yeah, so it's all about Star Wars. I'm going back to Star Wars now, and this is C-3PO from the Retro Collection, A New Hope Wave 2. So I've had this for a while now. So I mean, it's been reviewed to death. I know loads of people. You know, if you're really that bothered, I mean, probably no one's going to watch this anyway because, you know, you could have watched it over the months. But what I like doing is comparing them to my originals. The actual figure itself looks absolutely amazing. I mean, look at it. It's just beautiful. I mean, I'm just so excited about it because I love C-3PO because because it is just pure nostalgia. Just takes me right back to the 80s. And also so he's going to be first up, and then my next video is going to be R2-D2. I just love these boys. I mean, look at them. They're just they're just amazing. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm actually I know I've seen these loads of times, but I'm just blown away, absolutely blown away about how good these actually look. But the card back itself, it is. I mean, the card's a bit thicker, which is an improvement. It's a lot thicker than that Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi Wave 1 comes to mind, because that was a little bit thin, so it's a bit thicker. This card's a little bit bowed from the box, but it's not a problem. I bought two sets, one to open, one to display. Been through all the figures, and these are the ones that I am going to open. So it's not an issue, and you could easily sort out that bow in, you know, stick it in a heavy book. But yeah, this figure does mean a lot to me. I love the image on the front. Never had this original figure because was it I've still got my originals, as everyone knows, but my original, because the original Star Wars figure, his limbs didn't come apart. That wasn't until Empire Strikes Back. So my original C-3PO, which I used to play with, which is just here. Trying to just get me in focus. Wow, because he's so shiny, it's quite hard to kind of get him into focus. But yeah, this is played with to death. He's not in bad nick. He's got a bit of paint rub on his hands and his feet. But he came on so many adventures with me. And he would have come from Tesco's Edmonton Green back Christmas 1984, that would have been. Just an absolutely beautiful figure, which means so much from a nostalgia point of view. So I never had, you know, I had one C-3PO. I never had the original release where his limbs didn't come off. But I did later buy this. Again, this is probably like years and years ago, but I did later buy one of the original releases. He's not in bad nick. So his limbs don't come off, but his limbs are a little bit. He's a little bit loose, but he does look good. So I've got quite a few, because I love this figure so much. I've got a few C-3POs. But one thing I've just noticed, which I've never noticed before, and it was only because I was looking at the rings on the middle of the of the brand new one is that on the original release, he's got more rings on his belly, whereas there's less rings on the Empire Strikes Back. You know, the one where his limbs come off. So I've never noticed that before. So that is that's a new one on me. But let's get back to and also if you look, so this is, so I've never noticed that unless I'm imagining that. Do you know what? Maybe I'm just imagining that. It does look, or maybe it's more defined. I don't know. But this looks I don't know. Maybe I'm just making it. Let me have a proper look. I must have imagined that. I don't know, it does look like there's more rings. There's more rings around the original, try to get him to focus. Yeah. Never spotted that before. And the only reason my eyes came to that was I was thinking about Forlom. Is it Forlom? I always get them two confused. The rings on Forlom, not as the definition wasn't as great on the retro collection as it is on the original. So that, yeah, I never knew that at all. I hope I'm not imagining that. Yeah, no, definitely the original release has more rings. I mean, you probably know this already, but I've never ever noticed that. So looking at the retro collection release, it does seem to have more rings. So yeah, so it is. So they've that honestly, you learn something new every day. So yeah, this is definitely the original, or based on the original release of A New Hope. So yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, there's only one way to open these guys up, and it's like it's Christmas 1984. And the reason I do, I mean, I buy two sets of these, one to keep on display and one to open. But part of the pleasure I get from the retro collection is opening them up, just like it was back in the day, like Christmas 1984. Because I don't know, the nostalgia. I just get so much out of it. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I get such a buzz when I pull the bubble off the card back, and I just don't think I'd get the same pleasure if I, you know, kind of carefully cut the bubble off and kind of kept the card. And the thing is, I do, you know, I recycle all the card backs that I chuck away. I do recycle them, but with the retro collection from the original trilogy, there's certain parts of the card back that I keep. So one of the things that I keep is the actual tray. So on the original figures, you didn't get a tray; it was just a figure in the bubble. But and I don't do this with the other retro collection figures from the TV series. But I keep the bubbles from the originals because I save them for original figures to sit in. So I've only done it with a couple of my Star Wars figures, but yeah, I keep all the bubbles from the original trilogy for future projects. And the other thing that I keep is the actual punch. So you don't get the actual. I mean, most of the retro collection are punched, but on these box sets they're unpunched. So I keep that. And what I've done with my Return of the Jedi. What was it? Return of the Jedi Wave 1 is I have used like my spare punches to kind of just make them look better. And they do, and the weird thing is they do fit perfectly for the retro collection. So knock that out and you can stick it in a like another Star Wars original trilogy. I mean, you can actually. I think I also did it to the Death Trooper as well, and it fitted perfect. or near enough perfect. So I do recycle parts, so I don't just chuck the whole thing away. But yeah, that's the reason why I open them, because I just get a big buzz out of it. But anyway, so let's get C-3PO open, just like it was Christmas 1984, and it is Christmas 2023. So so you know, there's a little bit of there's a little bit of a Christmas spirit in my house today. So so let's do this. Wow, look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. It's like a gold bar. Look at the shine on it. Do you know what? It's like when you look at this, you know, I can't believe it. It's just, there's not a mark on it. It's not a mark on it. It's like a I don't know. It's like winning an Oscar. It really is beautiful. I know some people won't understand that, but it just looks amazing, absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to get him out of his packet. Just look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad I opened it, because I just don't remember. I don't remember seeing my C-3PO looking so shiny, so perfect. Honestly, I am blown away. I thought these figures looked great in the actual card, well, on card. They look a billion times better off the card. Honestly, I'm blown away by this. It's just unbelievable. They've done a brilliant job. So I'm just gonna get his get the original. So here is the original C-3PO. I'm trying to look at the definition, and to me, the definition on the new version, I don't know. I might be wrong, but it looks spot on. It looks exactly the same. I'm probably imagining this, but the new version feels slightly heavier, slightly weightier, only slightly. That I'm probably imagining that. Then on the back, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy with this. So I'm going to set him up with the original, and also set him up with my my original C-3PO. Just see what they look like. Right, so check that out. He looks absolutely amazing. He's just gleaming. It's like he looks like a C-3PO. Well, I mean, this is I can't remember. This is probably what my original C-3PO from Tesco's Christmas 1984 looked like when he came out of the packet. But once he came out of that bubble, the adventure began. So yeah, I probably have seen a C-3PO looking this fantastic before. But this is just unbelievable. I just can't believe how good he actually looks. I'm blown away. I'm actually, you know, I know I go over the top, but I just love these. I love this retro collection, and that's why I'll always buy these over Black Series and the vintage collection. It just looks beautiful. Absolutely blown away. So come on. 10 out of 10 any day of the week. I've literally just checked the Hasbro Pulse UK website, and I did hear that the Return of the Jedi Wave 2, you know, remember I got my yak face with no ears. That was recently on there, and that's sold out again. But this set, A New Hope Wave 2, still available for to order. £70 and 99 pence. Let your eyes be your guide. This, for me, I love Return of the Jedi. I got blown, you know, apart from the couple of little defects, I got blown away by Return of the Jedi because that was proper my time when I used to, you know, when the movie came out. That's when I was able to buy the toys. But this, for me, this is the best retro collection set that Hasbro Pulsar made. You've got to get it. You've got to, even if you're not even into the retro collection, this is part of Star Wars history. You've got to get it. So I'm going to stand up. As I said, he's a bit loose. I'm going to try and stand him up without his stand. There you go. So there's his brother. So that is an original figure from the from A New Hope, and then this is my original that I had all my adventures with. That I would never ever get rid of. Just amazing. I mean, they've just done a fantastic job. I'm so happy with it. Just so happy. But yeah, I just want to double check the back again on this new guy. Yeah, they've just done just an awesome job. Worth every penny. £70 and 99 pence. Worth every penny. I don't say that very often about Hasbro Pulse, but it's just amazing. I mean, look at it. Look at the shine on it. Look at the gold. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I'm so glad I opened it. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care, and it also helps the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. And we're going to open up R2-D2. So I'll see you then.